want?
Yarb. See yourself.
Hi, welcome to Mimi's Place, where we talk about the 12 laws of mind and how they affect us, you know, and their principles. So it's like we get together and talk about gravity. It's really cool. Anyways, these 12 laws of mind that we are all operating all the time, you know, so it's good to be aware of them. So you're working with them, you know, and not making things ugly for yourself. I call it biting your ass. So, you know, but sometimes you're going to get your ass bit because you need to learn something. This is a place, a school. And the patron request was Fibonacci for Dummies. So today we're going to talk about Fibonacci for Dummies. Okay? And it's not really dummies. I'm just taking it to a level where hopefully the majority can understand it. We're all on different levels of consciousness. So, you know, sometimes in order for you to rise up, you're going to have to read something over and over and over again. And this is what all the mystics tell you when you're changing your thinking from objective to subjective. To this is, you know, very linear, to know this is very circular. And everything is moving in this sequence. And man tends to think, yes, that's true for everybody but man. Okay. And that's just not true. Okay. The Fibonacci sequence is the pattern that evolves once the seed has been planted and it has begun. Okay. Anything in nature, anything in life, anything has this pattern in it. And the golden ratio is the difference between the two extremes. And it's usually 1.618. Okay, but there are different stopping points in the Fibonacci sequence, you know, that you can count through, and it begins, you know, with 0. And 0 plus 1 is 1. So that's the seed. And 1 plus 1 is 2. The sum of the total of the day before. The sum of the total. The previous total. 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay, so the sum of that is 1. Now you add it. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Now, take the 2, the sum total, plus the day before sum total, which was 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. Now you take the sum total of the one before and the sum total of that. 3 plus 2 is 5. To infinity and beyond. To infinity and beyond.
To infinity and beyond!
Okay, is how that works out. This is a Fibonacci sequence. It creates this pattern. You see it throughout nature. And those are also going on in all our bodies, in our cells, in the photons, and everything. That is God working at work, putting things into place. He's taken something of himself and planted it, and now it's growing. Okay, and it grows into all these things. And you make a thought, and this is how thought grows and grows and grows. Okay, and it begins here in your heart. Okay, and then it goes up, 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 up. You go up the ladder, you go up your spine, it goes up into your consciousness. Your consciousness is split in two. Left and right hemispheres that deal with two different sides of life. Okay? And the subconscious is underneath. And this is where God is. This is where he's hanging out. Hey, hey. And imagination is between the two. And he comes in there. Hey, Shibboleth says, get out. No, she does. She says it all the time. I mean, she just keeps flashing me these pictures. She really wants to see it. Okay, 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 we'll give it to her. There. No! Oh, no, she really liked that. Yeah, that got a rise out of her, didn't it? She really went for it. You know, maybe give her another one. Now, what were you thinking about? You know, and that's what I mean by you're warned all along the way before it comes to you, you know, but if you can't see the dots, if you're not aware of what's going on, then, you know, it bites your ass. So it's a Fibonacci sequence. Some seeds die off. That's what I meant. There's different levels. You know, it could go up just a little bit and then die off. You know, and then it could go up even more. And then man, when he's doing it, in order for him to get that going, he plants it here. Okay? And he just keeps imagining it. Man, you know, I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I know I'm going to, you know, win this lottery tonight. I'm confident. I know who the hell I am. It's going to be great. You know? And he's already planning how to spend the money. You know? Doesn't occur to him he'll be disappointed at all. And that's where you're trying to get to. You know, and while you wear this ego mask, you know, then you're living a double life. You're living a spiritual life, and you're living a, you know, I'm falling for the objective story life. You know, and it's balancing it because the one that's going to win here is already in play and it's been in play. Okay, you're just part of that Fibonacci sequence. Okay, you're that, you know, 512 plus 128, who knows? And, you know, I go work it out, trust me, I have. It's to infinity and beyond. You know, to infinity and beyond. That's why when you think about the things that really resonate with people, that really, you know, take off from a grassroots level, I'm not talking about, you know, somebody just did something. You know, no, they said something and it just catches on fire, you know, and it's like the Canadian truckers, you know, it's catching on fire. That's, you know, what that means. And it came from the heart, you know, and you're just sharing. You know, like that lady with the Chewbacca mask. She's just belly laughing. Who didn't love that? Who didn't love that? You know, everybody loves that. So it's really hysterical, you know, and how it plays out. And each one of us is a seed. But we all came from the same tree. Okay? Just I landed over here, and you landed over there, and if I had landed over there, and you had landed here, you know, I'd be doing what you're doing, and you'd be doing what I'm doing. There's no difference, other than in how we think. Okay, that's it. Just because I used my mind to read and study languages and histories and fictions and novels. You name it, I read it. And I love language, I love writing, love acting, love people, just love people. I love people. I love reading about people. I love studying all sides of it. You know, it's just great. And it's understanding, you know, that's, you know, that Fibonacci sequence that God put out there. And you're going to become one with me. You know, there, that's my idea. And now it's playing out. And so a Fibonacci sequence, most, you know, stock analysts, people like that will deny it. But technical analysis is really the only way to trade markets. because it is the science way, the original way of looking at everything and understanding that we all have a divine being in us and we all follow this pattern and ratio. Okay? And that's why this too will pass. Don't worry, hang on tight. It's a plan. You planted the seed. It will germinate. You know, it will show itself to you. So it's, if you only do your Fibonacci sequence, you know, up to 5, then it's probably going to die off. But if you keep adding to it every day, yesterday's thoughts and beliefs plus today's thoughts and beliefs equal tomorrow's thoughts and beliefs and experiences. It's a Fibonacci sequence. You keep it up until it appears. Okay? And this is what Neville meant by revision of the day. Make sure the day went according to what you have declared in your imagination with consciousness in your heart that this is who I am now, you know. And then that's one way of doing it. And the other way is understanding when you're by yourself and you're talking to God, that's just as good as doing sats. Okay, you just sit down and be quiet for a minute. Then think about God, you know, and the aspects of God. God is all power and God is all love. And then, you know, God loves me and I love God. And he loves me so much. He gave himself to me. You know, he gives me everything. And then pour out your heart. What do you want? You know, state it. Pour it out. State it. And then just, you know, say thank you. Because he's doing it. And he is the good soil that always grows. Okay? And what Neville did was give you great technique, but, you know, the human imagination is already tied to God. All right? It's tied to God. And your layers are on God. And that's how you get presented what you believe, your thoughts, your beliefs. That's what's on your heart. He has to show it to you. You're jailed in him. Unknowingly, but he's in jail. And that's why you want to be free. You want to be free. You want to be free. And he's obligated to give it to you. Okay? We've been crying we want to be free forever. And, you know, we'll move to another land. I'll go over here. I know I'll find a better life over here. I know it'll be better over here. I know it'll be better over here. And pretty soon the earth gets filled up. There's nowhere else to go. You can't run away from it anymore. But you take your thoughts and beliefs with you. That you had the right to be free. Well, in markets, a right has to be exercised. You have to say it. I'm exercising this. Now, the one you're exercising it to is obligated to give it to you. Okay? I exercise my right to freedom. I'm free. You know? Boom. You're free, baby doll. You are free. Now you go out there and act like it. You know? And that's hope. Faith. Hope. Love. Your right to freedom. Your right to life. Okay? And your right to life is the right to believe and think whatever it is you think. And to pursue your happiness. You're free to be whatever you want to be. You know, you can be whatever you want to be. Your mind is no different than any other mind. That is the common denominator. It all came out of the same mind. It's perfect. You are expressing some aspect of God in man. Okay, and you got to get it all together. All right. And man was the created, an animal. And this world is a reflection of man. There is not one animal on this planet who has a brain that's not split. It's split in two. The only brain that's whole and complete is the one in your heart. Go to God. Find that time to go to silence. And you don't think about anything. Just be silent. Something come up, move along. Nothing to see here. You have no power. Let's move along. So, you know, it's important. It's important to tithe. It's important to go to silence. It's important to thank the one who's doing all of this for you. Yeah, just for you. So that you would learn. You know, it hurts your head, doesn't it, honey? Yeah, it does. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. Okay, don't worry about it. Did you learn something? Yes. What did you learn? Don't think like that. Yeah. Yeah. So I hope this helps. Blessings to you. And thank you. Thank you for being you.